Welcome back to Grizz Vision here on Grizz TV. My name is Neal Ruhl here with Coach Kampe after a big 79-70 road win at Northern Kentucky. And Coach, you look at this basketball game, no Stevie Clark. Isaiah Brock fouled out in 8 minutes. Xavier Hill-Mays got hurt in warm-ups. It was all hands on deck here tonight. You clawed and found a way to win.
And I've said all along that this team's 11 deep and that it's the best 11 collectively that I've ever had. And tonight we needed every second, every ounce, every minute of all 11. Cumberland really did a nice job. He'd kind of fallen out of the rotation. Brad Brechting played his best game ever at Oakland University. He became, after he missed an easy layup in the first half, I don't know what happened, but the light went on and he became a threat on offense. He guarded, he stayed on the ground. He did everything we wanted. Nick Daniels, maybe he found himself tonight because we had a real struggle for him this year. And I've said all along, we're only going to be as great as Nick Daniels can help us. He's got to be that guy off the bench, that guy that comes in, the veteran that's been there. And he made a bunch of mistakes tonight, but he didn't let it get him down tonight. He didn't pout. He didn't wonder why it's happening to him. He went and made the next play. And that layup he made down the middle, I think it was a 6-point game.
Big time play.
And it was a huge play at the end of the shot clock. 3 for 6 from the free throw line. That's not him. But again, he's searching. He's searching, and it's so hard for a fan that's never played at this level and have the level of talent that he's got, and to lose it. To just lose it, not understand why it's going bad. It's so hard psychologically to get it back. And so I'm really happy for Nick, and hopefully now he'll be able to relax and play. And then, Jalen was the alpha dog tonight. Sharon, the first 7-8 minutes of the game was unbelievable. It was a really, Neal, if you think about the way the game went,
you're up 14, you're up 17 at one point.
We really challenged them, right?
Right.
We really challenged them to come in to, prove who you are tonight. And then everything went bad. And then we just turned into that team again that turned it over, seemed to lack intelligence and seemed to lack intensity. And then we flipped the switch again at halftime and came back out. And
won by 13, yeah.
One heck of a defensive effort in the second half.
What changed this time, Coach? When you saw yourself going down that same path, what changed tonight from the other two nights? Can you put your finger on it?
Well, the aftershock of the loss to Detroit was gone. The Detroit thing just, 1 became 2 against Cleveland State. And Cleveland State played good too, but shouldn't happen, but it did. But tonight, we knew that if 2 became 3, we might as well change our goals. And we had a great week of practice. We really, really understood. We didn't have to go circle the wagons or rally the troops. We just talked. And then when things went bad tonight, I let them play through it. I guarantee you that 95% of the Oakland fans that were watching that game were going, why won't that idiot call a timeout? Why did he allow, And the bottom line is I can't milk these guys. This is too good of a team. They've got to learn to play through it. They've got to learn they can't make those mistakes. And so I screamed and yelled like I'm pretty good at. And then with about 3 minutes to go in the half, during that under 4 timeout, I just challenged them and I said, okay, you're on your own. You're on your own. I'm not going to milk it anymore. I'm not screaming and yelling. And I don't think I raised my voice the rest of the game,
You were quiet over there. I didn't get you much on the crowd mic.
The second half, yeah, and because it was time. It was time this is on you now. And, I called our sets and I did all that kind of, but I didn't beg for a stop. I didn't try and will them. I didn't scream when a guy made a mental error. And I told them in the locker room after the game, we've gotten ourselves in a lot of trouble with mental errors and turnovers and trying to be, great and make plays and win the game yourself. Tonight, you recognized it. Like, Sharon looked at me once and he said, I know it's a bad shot. And Nick on a couple of his things. And I told them in the locker room, look, now we understand. It's not me yelling at you and you looking at me and wanting to defend yourself. Now you're looking at me and saying, Coach, I know I made a mistake. So we can't fix it until you know you've made it. And now maybe we can get rid of that, because that single thing, the mistakes we make offensively, is what's killing this team.
All right, Coach, we certainly do appreciate the time here tonight. Congrats on a big win, and it's on to Dayton and Wright State on Sunday, 2 p.m.
Yeah, kind of rambling here, aren't I? That's how happy I am about this. I mean, we really needed this. And you know what, Neal? We did it on a night we were 3 for 14.
Right, from three.
So we are who we are.
You said 8. You said the percentage went up
Yeah.
from the last couple games.
It did.
So, all right, we're back, baby. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Yep.